Hey friends, me again. All right, am I right side up or sideways? Let me know when y'all see this, which way I am. Hey y'all. Sorry, I had a few little moments where I couldn't find the tripod. The tripod's pretty important for being out here. So, am I right side up today? Ooh, that's some progress. All right, unfortunately it's making a narrow video, which my son told me is the biggest rookie mistake ever. And I'm like, well, yeah, that's where we are. We have a rookie mom with the filming, so we have a rookie thing going on. Okay, let me turn it around and let me show you where I am. I had to run inside because I couldn't find the tripod, so my smoke went out while I was inside. So I'm going to come back over here and show y'all. Tell me if you can see me. I'm getting a low network connection. So if it's not connecting well, tell me. Yep, low network connection. I wonder if I need to move over here. All right, let me see. Look at all the bees swarming. Okay, let me get this smoke started again. And we're gonna go in a different hive because I think these two are too far away. So let's get going back over here. Sorry, y'all, I had it going and then I couldn't find the tripod. Oh wait, it's going again. Look, look, smoke, smoke. Okay, let me turn it back around on me so you can see my getup. Because unlike the cute little bees yesterday, these bees will sting. And they're actually starting to dive bomb me right now because they aren't sure why I'm here. So, as you can see, I've got my little getup, my bee stuff, and so I'm gonna flip the top on. Hello. Here's me. Now this is the best. It's social distancing. I mean, honestly, I could go anywhere with this and this would be great, right? No, nobody wants to do that. All right, hold on. I'm trying to get my bee thing on with one hand. Let me set this down and we'll get this going. All right, let me work on the tripod here. Yes, this is like rookie filming 101 because I can take photos all day long, but filming's another ball game. I really need Reese. Reese is so great, but he's in school. So they've got this whole online thing. I did ask him to get off of the Wi-Fi so that I could have some Wi-Fi out here. Okay, am I showing up okay? All right, let me go get gloves because they're gonna sting me. We know how that goes. That I've been stung. All right, so now I'm getting on the gloves. Sorry, I would have had this ready. Y'all know I'm not the most coordinated person in the world. I would have had this all going, but then the smoke went out, and so you really don't want to go into a beehive without your smoke. Well, let me tell you what we're going to do today. We're going to go into these hives. I've got them flying around me right now. They are everywhere, just zipping in and out and in and out. And can you see them all? They are, can you see them all flying around me? So what we're going to do is we're going to open up one of the beehives. Let me get my gloves on. Here we go. And let me turn it the other way first. Because, wait, there we go. Because once I get my gloves on, I don't think I can pick it up as easily. Okay, my gloves are on. Got the smoke. Let's go see what we got in the hives. All right, here we go. All right, there's my smoker right over here. So Matt has told me that I'm terrible at making fire because y'all know Matt loves to barbecue. He said I'm not very good at making fire, but I'm getting better. So there is that. Okay, look at all these bees flying around. So one of the things I didn't mention yesterday is that I talked about those cute little mason bees and how darling they were. But honeybees are a little different. And if you see a bunch of honeybees, or you have some honeybees or some yellow jackets following you, should you start waving your arms around and flapping your arms around like a duck? No, you should not, because number one, you might accidentally hit them, which would be bad. And two, I'm smoking them a little bit. All right, we're going to put a little bit of smoke in here. We're going to open up this hive and see how this one's doing. Anyway, you don't want to swat at bees. What you want to do if you ever see a bunch of bees or yellow jackets is you just put your hands up in the air. Oh my gosh, can you see them everywhere? You just put your hands up in the air and you start walking backwards very slowly. All right, this is my bee box, and I should have all my bee things in here. Like, here's something to open it up, and here is what we use to pull open the frames. Okay, so I'm going to go over here and let me show you this mess that is going on with the other beehive. I don't even know what this is, but oh my goodness. So I think they're doing what is called bearding, which means it's hot and they want to get some fresh air. Or they're getting ready to swarm. I don't know which. So beekeeping is hard, let me just say. It is very hard. Okay, I'm going to come over here and I'm going to open up the bees. We're going to open up this beehive today. I did bring out a little bit of honey. This was one. Isn't that cool? It was a really light honey. And, okay, I'm going to have to set, I think what I'm going to do is set this down over here on this hive. It's going crazy. And see if y'all can see. Let's see. There. All right, perfect. All right, let's get this beehive open. We're going to take off the top. Open it up. Oh, I hate it when there are roaches in here. I hate roaches, but sometimes they're just here. Okay. Let's see what's going on in here. I'm going to take the top off. Oh, look at the bees. Now this up here, do y'all see those little pieces of fabric? Those actually catch small hive beetles. We do not like small hive beetles. All right, let's see what they're doing in here. I'm going to spray them with some sugar syrup and make them happy. Or maybe I won't. Okay. Ooh, look at all those little bees. Now these little guys, what I'm trying to do here is have them make some honey. So these are just worker bees, which means these are all girls. Every one of them is a girl. I don't see any drones. If I find a drone, I'll let you know. But those are all little worker bees. So the queen is not going to be up here in either one of these boxes. So I'm going to take these two boxes off. Oh my goodness, look at all those bees. I think this is the worst smoker in the world. Oh, they're wiggling around. Let me come show you the wiggling, because I think it's so cute. All right, here we go. A bunch of bees. Look! They're doing their little wiggling. Did you see that? I love watching that. They wander around, they do their little wiggling. Now, can you see in here, right in there, they're actually starting to build a little bit more honey. So I'm going to open this up and pull out one of these frames for y'all to see. Let's see if they started to make some more honey. So last year, we've had bees for about 2 years. This is, well, a year and 3/4 if you're a young person and you like to count quarter of years, right? So you would think that we would just know everything about bees, but the fact is I really don't. Bees are you just learn so much. So last year we were just trying to keep the bees alive. This year we know a little bit more about bees, and you can see, do you see what they're making? So I showed you that other frame earlier, and it didn't have any comb in it. But this one, do you see what they're making? They are building comb. See those little dark places right there? That's pollen. And where they build the comb, they're putting honey in it. Do you see all that clear liquid? That's honey. And then up here at the top, when the honey is, they actually dry it out. When it's dried out, then they cap it and they close the honey up. Isn't that cool? All right, let's get into the main part of the hive and see if we can find some brood or the queen or maybe some drones. So I'm going to put it back together. All right, I'm going to set it down right here and see. All right, that's so thrilling to look at, isn't it? Sorry, let me tilt it up. So this is why I think people have assistants to film while they're in a beehive. Most people don't film in a beehive, probably. Whatever. All right, let me knock this open. And there we go. So one of the things the bees do is they close it back up with, they seal the honey, they seal the hive up with propolis. So it gets really hard to open some of this stuff. All right, let me, shoot, this is not how it works, but whatever. That's how it works over here at the Normans. Your smoke's not supposed to fall over like that. Okay, so I use the smoke. Can y'all see? Probably not. You use the smoke to get them to go back down into the hive so that you can open it up and bring them out. All right, you can tell that these frames are a little bit older, right? All right. And y'all, I'm sorry. If you're commenting or asking me a question, I can't read it right now. All right, this stuff in the corner catches what's called small hive beetles. And small hive beetles are really bad for beehives. So you don't want that. You don't want them. But they're Swiffer sheets. They're actually just Swiffer sheets. And what Swiffer sheets allow you to do is the bees run the small hive beetles up to the Swiffer sheets, and they get stuck. The small hive beetles get stuck in the Swiffer sheets. Okay, let's see what we got here. This is, oh, look at this frame. Oh, look at that. That's pretty cool, isn't it? We got a lot of things going on here. All right, y'all see this yellow stuff right here? This is brood. These are little babies right there. And they will hatch out. Sometimes when we're in the beehives, they actually hatch out. And you can watch, oh, right there. Do you see that big guy right there? Can you see? Let's see. Right there, that big guy. That is a drone. And you can tell he's bigger than the other bees. I'm looking quickly to see if we see a queen, and I do not. Look at all of them just moving around. Love it. Yeah, I don't see the queen anywhere. But if you look really carefully, some of them on the back, you can see their little things of pollen. Same over here. Down there, looks like they might be making some, see the big cells, those big capped brood? Those are going to be more drones, which are the males. They're the male bees. Female bees or worker bees, and one queen. every hive only has one queen. Isn't that amazing? You can have thousands and thousands of bees, but one queen. And they're all her daughters or her sons. Isn't that amazing? I think it's amazing. Okay, let's see. So that one had brood, which tells you that she was near there, the queen. It's always a hunt to find the queen. It's not easy. Come on, little guys. So what people do when they do bee inspections is they just go through each frame one by one. Come on, little guys. Gals, whatever you are. Woo, look at that. Ooh, look down there. All right, do we see the queen? Queen, queen, queen. You gotta look quickly. Oh, I see a big old drone. Let me see on the back. Nope, no queen. But, oh, look right here. I don't know if you can see. Let's see. Do you see the pollen pants on that one right there? Do you see the pollen on it? I think it's so cool. The other day I opened up the hive and we had red pollen and orange pollen and yellow pollen and green pollen. It was amazing, all the different pollen. All right, I probably should have come out here ahead of time and found the queen to find for y'all. But I couldn't find the tripod. So, do you see everything just moving around? It's kind of cool, isn't it? I love watching them all. So some of them, as they get older, they tend to lose the fuzz. I mean, you can see some of them are darker, some of them are lighter, but they're all the same bees because they're all from the same mom. All right, let me open up. Let's move another one. See what we can see. All right. And you just have to go through one by one by one. All right, let me try with the smoke. Come on. So, the smoke in, oh my gosh. The smoke in theory, I need a new smoker. The smoke in theory calms the bees down. And they do try to get away from it. They think that their hive is on fire. And so what they want to do is go suck up a little bit of honey and get ready to flee. So you don't really want to use smoke too often, but you got to use smoke to get into the hive. All right, let's see if we got a queen on this one. Now you get what's called queen spotting. Oh, look at all that brood in there. There's a lot of brood. I'm looking quickly to see if I can see the queen. Not yet. Nope. I see some drones. And look at that. Isn't that cool though? Everybody has a role. So when the bees first are hatched, they come out and they're nurse bees. And they stay inside for a while, inside the hive. And then as they get a little bit older, they become foragers. And that's when they start leaving. And so the hive I showed you earlier that's a bunch of foragers. Like all of those. Oh my gosh, that's such a mess. All of those are the foragers coming out, and they're trying to get back into the hive. But this is what's called a traffic jam. Because there's so many bees right there. All right, let's see. We'll pull one more frame and see if we can find the queen. Let me put some more smoke on it. And, you know, I'm going to knock on some wood while I say this, but these bees are generally pretty calm today. Sometimes when I come out here and go in the beehives, they literally start dive bombing me. And, oh my gosh. It's quite something. So now, the difference between these bees today and the bees yesterday is that these are very social bees. They do not understand social distancing, do they? Nope. They are a community and they cannot work by themselves. So, you know, I've had a few of these that I've brought in, oh my goodness, from time to time, just as single bees that, you know, got hurt or something. And they don't know what to do by themselves. They really don't. They want to be with the hive. But if they're out of the hive for any length of time, they don't really come back in very well. So, oh, come on, let's see. Queen, queen. Nope, I don't see the queen. It's one of the challenges with a big hive is it's hard to find the queen. The queen is, oh, they're festooning. Did you see that? Where they, let me see if I can get them to do it again. They start linking each other's hands and they climb together. Let me show y'all what this looks like inside in between. Look down in there. Can you see all those bees? So this frame has mostly brood and a little bit of honey. See the honey on the outside? And then the brood in the middle. So one of the reasons you put those little short frames like those on is to get, you want to get them to lay, to put honey in instead of honey and brood. Because when you go to collect honey, you don't want to get brood in your honey. Number one, it's killing the babies. But number two, it's just going to mess up the honey. And the babies are precious. We want baby bees. Okay, so I think I'm not gonna pull out anything else right now. But y'all send me some questions. I can't really answer them today. But thanks for coming and seeing the bees today. All right, I'll talk to you soon. Bye.